So dry eye evaluation using a smart software.
No, that is not my topic, sir.
No, Amar Pujari is speaking on breaching the boundaries in wet lab training. Correct,
Yes.
Amar?
Yes, sir.
Yes, all yours.
Thank you, sir. Good evening, everyone. I am here to present some of the things we did, which is out of usual at RP Center. So as we know, last year in March, pandemic started, but almost like for 6 months, we had so many theoretical teachings through webinar, but there was no hands-on training. So that was the real surgical task which residents were facing. So many exercises were taught and published in various international journals, but none of these were able to address the individual concern of the residents. So that is they wanted a hands-on experience of surgical things. So for that one, we needed to think out of the box. So in November 2020, we started something on working on goat's eye, because initially I'm working since 2017. I have published some of the techniques. So what I thought is I went through the literature once again, what are the techniques they have described in the literature. So when I saw that, and there were only limited number of techniques that too more related to cataract and the cornea, but rest of the techniques were lacking. So I thought on those things. So for 3 months we worked till January, and we were able to generate around 20 techniques, so which I am going to present here. So basically, initially we are going to start with extraocular muscles. So these are the extraocular muscles we can get on both sides. So this is how we can do recession surgery. You can teach it to residents, and since 4 years we are practicing. Our all senior residents and junior residents will do. They will get experience on how to pass the clear suture, how to secure the muscle. So similarly, they can do resection as well, like this, and they can do reinforced placation. This is described by Professor Pradeep Sharma, so which we practice at RP Center. So similarly, cataract and IOL-based procedures are quite common, but majority people are just saying cataract surgery. So in addition to cataract surgery, we also taught how to put IOL in the back, in the sulcus, as well as in the antechamber. So we here induced the posterior capsular rupture, and we made the resident to do vitrectomy and put the IOL in the antechamber. Similarly, some of the senior residents from cataract people, they approached me. They said, "Sir, we want to do SFL also." So in that case, we measured the minimum horizontal width of the goat eye. That was around 14 to 15 millimeter, and that was not possible with the routine multi-piece IOL. So what we did is, like, we took another IOLs haptic, and we just joined them, so that now we can stretch them up to 16 or 17 millimeter. So that's why they are able to execute the systematic SFL in a systematic manner. So similarly, we simulated ICL also. We took a square edged IOL. These were not ICLs, and we tried to inject, and we told them how to guide the front and the rear haptics, so that they were able to see that, okay, this is how ICL surgery is done. So similarly, corneal tattooing, which every first year senior junior resident will do. So we told them how to do a graded depth dissection, so that they can assess the depth when they are in the stroma, when they are towards the epithelium, when they are towards the endothelium. So by doing this one graded dissection, they were able to put some dye, and they were able to do a corneal tattooing kind of procedure. So similarly, some of the corneal senior residents, they were able to do a graded antecorneal dissection, that is deep interlamellar keratoplasty, using crescent blade as well as scissors. So ultimately, they were able to reach the endothelium by assessing and by gradually educating themselves. So this is full thickness keratoplasty, which is commonly described. So similarly, glaucoma here also under the like we discussed with Professor Amanjit first, then we were able to get some of the good quality eyes, and we were able to teach them how to do peritomy, limbal based or fornical based, and then how to do a graded dissection of the sclera, double layer or triple layer, even reaching the suprachoroidal space, and how to create an ostium, and how to put even releasable sutures in some clinical scenarios. So we had some of the extruded or explanted AGV walls also. We told them how to implant this one and how to create a port in the angle so that it should not touch the endothelium. Because majority of the things they are going to experience theoretically. At the same time, if you are giving a practical experience, that is going to create a better memory. So at our center, we'll get around 4 to 5 traumatic cases every day. So it's our mandatory rules that we'll teach them traumatic cases, how to repair them. So this is simple corneoscleral repair. So at the same time, we simulated the scleral perforation beyond the muscle, as well as tri-radiated corneal perforations, corneal perforation with lenticular injuries. So all sort of injuries were simulated and repaired. So similarly, we because the goat-eye pupil resembles like an oval pupil, so we were able to do a single pass 4 through using 90 prolines. So at the same time, in the same eye, we were able to induce the iridodialysis, and some of the residents were able to do iridodialysis repair using 90 proline. So pterygium is, as we know, it's one of the most common surgery, and we told resident how to measure the size of the defect, how to do a graded dissection, not to take the tenons, how to make a finer dissection in the conjunctiva, and how to harvest using suture, as well as sometimes glue when it is wasted or when extra glue is available. So from the harvested eyes, we some of the corneal residents, they were able to do a Descemet squiggling, or they were able to take to the
Please
Descemet.
wind up. We'll have no time
Yes.
left for the others otherwise.
Yes, yes. And this is a buckling surgery. And similarly, this is EV series surgery. And these are the surgeries which I have listed and pasted as a poster in our RP center that everyone can do this one. And I compiled these 20 techniques and similarly around 60 articles in the literature. So I published this as a major review in the Survey of Ophthalmology so that every other resident can be benefited. Thank you.
Thank you. I would invite any panelists to ask a question or make a comment. Any of the panelists? Because Amar has thrown it open to all subspecialties.
Yes.
There is no subspecialty which is spared in your good eye.
No, that's wonderful. Especially during this pandemic, we
found
our PG residents are not able to get any surgical practice. So this is
John,
going to
you're
be
on
very
two
useful.
devices.
So this is going to be very
John,
useful.
you're on two devices.